best riding in Cache Valley is August, September, October, so we're right about there. So I want to train on dirt bikes, overview, but then emphasis on the KXs is kind of where to start. So I'll touch on each of the brands, what we have and whatever, and then kind of deep dive into these KXs for the sales guys, product knowledge and stuff like that. So that being said, there's really 4 classes of dirt bikes that we've got sitting upstairs on the floor. So you've got like the race line, that would be these KXs, SX series, the new Supercross. Brent, for your sake, especially, I know Dan knows this, but your biggest differences between like an off-road, motocross, and then you've got your more trail bikes and enduro. We'll get into those in a second. But the big difference between like an SX and an XC, or in the KX, they do the 450 and the 450X. The SXs or standard KXs are a 19-inch rear wheel versus the off-road ones have an 18-inch rear wheel. Big reason for that, and again, I keep looking at you, Brent, just because I know you're the one that'll benefit the most from this. Come over here, buy these KTMs, because then we have a side-by-side, the exact, these are both 350s, but we have an SX and an XC, so you can visualize the differences. So on the SX, they do the 19-inch wheel. The tires the exact same, but on a track, you like that 19-inch rear wheel because then you just got longer spokes, that's less rotating mass, a little lighter weight, a little quicker and snappier. But on your off-road class, they like the 18-inch rear wheel. Now it's smaller, you got more rubber, so you're less likely to get pitch flat or anything like that. So that's always the, again, beyond that, they're the same frame and stuff, but 18-inch rear wheel, 19-inch rear wheel. 18, 19. Exactly. Off-road is 18, on the track is 19. You get the kickstand, you get some hand guards, and then they value your suspension a little softer and a little bit bigger gas tank on the off-road ones. Kawasaki does the exact same thing. SX, XC. Supercross, cross country. Yep, so you'll see that a lot on KTM. They do the SX, the SXF, that's Supercross, Supercross 4-stroke, Superstroke 4-stroke, XCs and XCFs, same exact comparison, just cross country and then cross country 4-stroke. And then they do their EXCFs. Don't have one of those sitting here, so I won't deep dive into all that. No, so that's in the EXCs. Now that's enduro cross country, which brings us to line 3 of our dirt bikes, like your KLXs, like the 230s and all those that are also road legal. Still a dirt bike frame, but now you're in that enduro. KTM, I like their actions the best because it very much leads up to it. Enduro cross country 4-stroke, cross country 4-stroke, Supercross. That's the whole line. Yeah, we don't have an enduro, so I won't deep dive into that one just because it'll be overwhelming on top of all the stuff with these. But here's the nice thing too. We have a lot more of the motocross styles, but you're buying the same frame. So a couple little tweaks. You can buy a kickstand for $100. You can, throw handguards on them, anything like that. You can valve the suspension down a little softer, and then you still have a killer trail bike. So if somebody comes in and wants something to go ride in the mountains, but still wants that high performance one, any of these bikes are still a great option. You still got electric start. The gearing ratio on them is the exact same.
So what's the biggest thing people are asking when they're, typically people know what the touch and sound, right? And they want to do, but when I'm sound on versus a KTM versus like a Kawasaki,
yeah,
what's kind of the point
so,
in the direction?
Price point's a little different between the two. So like Kawasaki, dang good bikes. Like really, either of these people are going to be happy with. What makes a KTM a little bit more money is they use like titanium valves, just higher end engine components. So if you're the type of guy that's putting 100 engine hours on a bike every year and really riding them hard and aggressive and every weekend, then the KTM just gets more. You get more life out of the KTM. Kawasaki's not far behind. Don't get me wrong. None of the Japanese brands, Honda, Yamaha, Kawasaki, Suzuki, they're all great. But usually a KTM guy knows it's a KTM guy. It's like buying a Lexus versus a Toyota, I guess. Again, not to knock that one, but this one just built a tier above, and that's why they're $2 to $3 grand more on average, price-wise. And then like key indicators for which one I'm going to direct somebody towards. Again, obviously they say track, you're going KX or you're going SX. That's just right there. If it's I'm chasing the kids around, well then that kind of opens up the KL line a little bit too. Just price point, first bike. My kids have a couple little ones, want to chase them around the campground. Maybe you get into a KLX, that's just your straight up trail bike. Now you don't have these fancy high-end forks. They're usually an air-cooled, carbureted motor, not the fuel-injected. All those perks. So again, basically, yeah, trail riding, but pretty aggressive. We like going down and doing the enduro, the